Russia strongly condemning now Pyongyang for carrying out a controlled explosion of a nuclear device. This after North Korea confirmed its third underground nuclear test aimed against what it called, quote, outrageous U.S. hostility. Details now from RT's Anisa Nawe.
The reclusive state has announced that it successfully detonated a miniaturized nuclear device at an underground test site, defying orders from the UN Security Council. Condemnation is expected across the board, especially from the West. An emergency meeting at the UN Security Council has been called. Ban Ki-moon and South Korea have already been vocal about their very serious concerns. Now, the main issue is that this puts North Korea one step closer to its goal of building a nuclear warhead small enough to mount on a long-range missile capable of reaching the United States. It's still early in Washington, but this is seen as a direct threat from a direct message, I should say, from new leader Kim Jong-un to President Obama just hours before he gives his annual State of the Union. Surely President Obama will react somehow, most likely by threatening more sanctions and further isolation. The big questions are, is that enough to, one, deter North Korea from its nuclear ambitions, and two, is that the right method, threats, if there is a real danger of nuclear activity?
RT's Anisa Nawe reporting right there. In the meantime, Asia specialist Tim Beale, he thinks that foreign sanctions will fail to rein in North Korea's nuclear ambitions, as Pyongyang can only be appeased through the issue of negotiations.
I don't know if anyone in the American elite, top elite, really thinks they will have an effect. They say they claim they think they will, but it's really uncertain. No country really changes policy under sanctions if the alternative, if what is being required of them is worse than the sanctions, and that is the case with North Korea. So North Korea, in a sense, could surrender could acquiesce to American demands, but that, in fact, in their eyes, would be worse than what Americans can do to them with sanctions. So they will persevere, and I think they will persevere until the Americans come to the negotiating table. Whether that will happen, of course, is another matter.